You ready?
Aye.
All
ready.
Could do as a stand-up, couldn't we?
Right,
gentlemen. Hello.
And you know, I actually had a special haircut.
Did you?
Yeah. Well, actually, I had them all cut. Yeah. It seems stupid.
Yeah. Stupid just out of one.
Yeah.
So right. We're going to be serious for a minute. Now,
We're going to be serious.
Gentlemen.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
What brings us here together to talk about? What are we talking about?
We're talking about prostate cancer.
Prostate cancer.
We're talking about prostate cancer.
And I guess we met because I had got to the end of my journey just as Mark was beginning his. So over 2 years ago, I had prostate surgery. Haven't had prostate cancer for about 6 or 7 years.
Right.
But it was at a low level, and then as it progressed, I guess. So I met Mark at another festival because we were doing this. I was doing this kind of little 2 or 3 minute stand-up routine to promote prostate cancer.
Fantastic.
Because these festivals are people of a certain age. So
What does he mean by that?
I'm not entirely certain what he's actually talking about there.
Offensive. I'm offended.
I'll tell you the other thing. I'll tell you the other thing that's in common, that seems to be common amongst prog festivals, is a higher than average proportion of ugly bastards.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Perhaps somebody like clearly define that as male ugly bastard.
Male ugly bastards.
Yeah. And if you're watching that, he clearly means blokes, right?
It's blokes, yeah. But no, because it reminds me, Quasimodo comes home from ringing the bells all day, and he goes into the kitchen. His wife's got a wok on the kitchen table, and Quasimodo says, "Oh, great, we're having Chinese food." She says, "No, I'm just ironing your shirt."
Don't apply it in festival. Don't do that.
No, mate, no.
Mark, what been your experience?
It was pure chance that I was diagnosed. I had no symptoms to speak of, nothing. And my daughter and my wife had nagged me for about 18 months to go and get a blood test, you know, because it's none of this finger up the bum business anymore, is it? You just go to the doctors, the nurse gives you a blood test, pops your uncle, and they either say off you go or we need to have a look at that a bit further. And anyway, so finally I remembered when I was having a conversation with the doctor about something. I need to ask you for a. And he goes, "Have you got any symptoms?" No, it's just wife being cautious, over careful. But however, then I get a phone call the next morning saying, "Would you come back and have another blood test?" And now the first blood test, it was a wee lassie that was just learning, you know, it was the student nurse, and it was like, "Oh, do you mind if the student nurse does?" I was like, "No."
That's a young woman.
You're translating for those not of
A wee lassie.
So there she is, and of course not. You know, if they've over to learn and if they're like, you know, so she did. So anyway, they ring up and they go like, "Oh, can you come back in and have the blood?" I thought that poor wee lassie's buggered it up. Right. So I go back in and go, "Oh, the poor lass," and everybody said, No. You were really high on the first one. We thought we'll get you back in for a second, and the second one was really high. But here's the thing. Basically, from there, everything happened in a, you know, it was all really good. Was that your experience?
Yeah,
very quick.
Once you get in the system, they really look after you. There's
fabulous.
lots of great things that happen. You know, and it's the key is early detection.
That's exactly right.
You know, so Mark was great in that these messages are also for the partners and the wags. And however you like to define yourself.
Go and nag your husband, nag your husband, nag your partners, nag your boyfriend.
Because
the Rush fans.
Blokes will not do anything. You know, they
think find excuses not to do stuff.
Yeah. And you know, it's like I can understand it because a guy, you know, I had
you might have something important to do, like go to the pub or you know.
But you know, you get put off by going to the doctor, and it's, you know, I went once and I said I've got a limp, and the doctor examined me and he said, "Well, you've got one leg longer than the other." And I said, I don't. I think you've got a downright cheek. He said, "No, you've got a downright
cheek." The left one on the other hand, yeah.
And I said, I'd like a second opinion. He said, "You're ugly as well."
You could have stayed at home for that kind of abuse, couldn't you?
But it is early detection, and once you're in the system, they look after you.
That's right. The longer you leave these things, you know, the more problems you're going to create for yourself.
The thing I always say to people is afterwards, so I had the prostate completely removed, and they think that's the end of everything. That's the end of your sex life. I said, it's not.
Rubbish. Complete rubbish.
They give you Viagra
For free.
on the NHS, on the NHS, and you know, if nothing else, it stops you.
It's like, run over there a second and I'm like, can you whip it out for me, please? If you pardon the expression.
This is the theory.
Yeah, I know. Too much innuendo. Who's then?
But there's a variety of different forms of treatment that, you know, some of it they may just give you hormones if it's very early stages and it's minor done slit it, you know. So you're at one end of the extreme. You had to have yours completely removed, which is completely possible.
I chose that.
Oh, fair enough. I hadn't quite clocked that one. Myself, as you can see, I'm not small in stature, and they basically said, look, Mr. Cunningham, you're a fat bastard.
Mr. Cunningham, Esquire, thank you very much.
Well, say hello to Barry World. Lovely man. He loves his bees. Now, and I ain't kidding. Oh, there he is now.
You know, I was selling one of those recently. I didn't want much for it. I just wanted it off my hands.
Sorry.
I'm trying.
We're not going to go viral. We're not going to go
Weddings, bar mitzvahs, probably funerals actually.
I'm trying my best.
As a final word then, guys, what's the big message? It's check early, get it done early.
Exactly.
What else?
Go and see your doctor and get the blood test.
Get the blood test, piece of piss, and follow
then,
the log.
If things need to be done, they'll start to look after you.
And they'll act really quickly.
Yeah, or they'll say you're fine, and you know, but don't leave it, because the longer you leave it, the less they can do.
That's exactly right.
And the final thing, if you want some statistics, 12,000 blokes die every year from prostate cancer in this country. If 12,000 people all died at the same time, that would be like a national scandal. But because it's a few every day, nobody notices.
Remind me what the percentage of blokes is who have prostate cancer during their life. I can't remember. It's like something.
It's 1 in 7 or 8, and if you're black, 1 in 4.
There you go. There you go.
So
please, guys, listen.
Get it checked.
It's really simple. Go to the GP, take some blood. Bob's your uncle. If everything's okay, you're fine. And you've got a choice of different treatments. Like you had it whipped out. I had radiotherapy for a month. And I was okay. I'm fine. You know, I'm here. I'm now, and I finished in April. I'm still standing here. You know.
And there's a treatment called brachytherapy.
That's right.
Where they put radioactive seeds in your prostate and leave them, and that kills off the cancer cells. And when they offered that to me, they said this is one of the things. They said, of course, you'll be slightly radioactive for about 9 months, so you have to stay away from pregnant women and children.
Light bulbs, though.
That's ready break advert. But no, so stay away from pregnant women and children. I say, well, I do that anyway. So that
no problem.
I think it's them staying away from you, by the way. Not to put too fine a point on it.
It could be the other way round, But yes, get it checked and don't hesitate. Go next week.
Excellent. And they also give you a red t-shirt.
Yeah. Procrastinators unite.
Well,
Tomorrow.